Hello everybody, and welcome to another inbox review. Today we are going to be looking at the 1/35th scale Meng Merkava Mark 4N with the Trophy Active Protection System. Just wow, I love this tank, and I think I'm gonna love this kit. So let's check it out. Just a quick look around the box. Got your AK colors here. A couple of head-on profiles. Nothing special in here. There's some information on the tank here with a side profile, and nothing special on the side here. Nothing on the back either. It's actually not as big of a box as I thought it would be. I think the Abrams box is bigger than this, so granted the Abrams has a lot more crap in it too. I'm talking about the Tusk 1, Tusk 2 variant. But let's see what's in here. It's actually packed to the brim, so actually quite a bit in here. Oh, it's packed quite to the brim. And so let me take all the goodies out of here and just do a quick walk through the instructions. Here's some color guides. Tank 11 Gemel, 1st Shalek Sword Battalion, 401st Armor Brigade, Israeli Defense Forces, Golan Heights, October 2014. And I'm not going to read through all of this, but 401st Armor Brigade during training on the Golan Heights, June 2015, during training on the Golan Heights, March 2016, during training on the Golan Heights, August 2016, and during an exercise on the Golan Heights, August 2016. So there are our versions of said tank. Let's take a quick look through the instructions, which I'm assuming are going to be cut and dry, but who knows. Meng finally started putting some information in here in English. Before then, like, my Abrams instructions are all Chinese. But not a big deal, but they finally started putting some stuff in English, so I think the Leopard 2A7 was also all Chinese, but whatever. Start out with the wheels, basic build, lower suspension, so on and so forth. I think this is articulating, if I'm not mistaken. I'm mistaken, it doesn't look to be articulating, it's not. It might be. It might be. Swing arm assembly, yeah, it might be articulating. Well, a little bit, like, gives a little go like the Abrams does. Yeah, it might be. Wheels go on, back end of the tank, the filters, bottom armor plate. Tracks are single. Yes, tracks are single piece, which is good. I like single piece tracks because I'm a masochist, as I always say during these reviews, every time there's single piece tracks. Upper hull. Holders, racks for the side skirts. Upper hull goes on, side skirts go on. All the goodies go on, tow cables, so on and so forth. Two-piece barrel. Why? More assembly on the turret, which actually doesn't seem nearly as complex as the Hobby Boss one I just built not too long ago. This actually seems a little simplified compared to the Hobby Boss turret, which isn't a bad thing. I mean, if it builds up, it builds up. I love the fact that the ball and chain armor is cast in plastic, as opposed to the Hobby Boss one, which was PE and metal individually, and that was terrible. So I'm glad that this stuff is actually cast in plastic. Some details into the turret racks here. MGs also seem like a fairly simple assembly. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that this is actually a little less detailed than the Hobby Boss one is, which might not be a bad thing. I don't know, we'll see. Turret goes on. Marking plates on here, or yeah, tactical marking panels, I guess is what they call them in here, go on, and then we are done. Sprue layout here, color conversions here, and then we're done. So let's now look at some of these parts. Let's look at some of the fancier parts first. So there's a chain in here. Chain, tow cable, this might be antenna wire. There are actually some cool decals in here. Again, I don't want to open this as I normally don't, but there are some cool looking decals in here. So again, they're Meng decals, so I'm sure there won't be any issues with these. But let us now start with the biggest sprues and work our way backwards to the biggest of them being the individual tracks. Which, holy moly, there's going to be a lot of cleaning with these. I don't know how I feel about that. I prefer the Tacoma way of doing it, where they put them in separate bags, detached from everything already, and with minimal cleaning, but I do like the fact that the guide horns are at least on these, because that would suck if I had to put guide horns on here, so. Individual track links, which is a good thing. That much cleaning of individual track links, I haven't decided yet. We'll see what happens as I'm building it. Here's the 3-piece bottom hull. Not bad. I mean, there's nothing really that stands out to me. The detail on this isn't bad. Yeah, I mean, overall not bad. Take these tracks out of here because they're actually too big to fit at the bottom of the box. That's where they're at the top. Reinforcement, bottom hull, reinforced armor here. Shovel. Our 2-piece barrel here. Not a fan at all, actually. I mean, the details are great, don't get me wrong, the details are nice on this, but a 2-piece barrel, why? Why, Meng, why? Okay, drive sprockets here, look pretty good. Periscopes here look pretty good. Now here's the ball and chain armor. That is not bad looking for saving that much hassle that I had with the Hobby Boss kit. So this is actually quite nice. I will take this over the PE stuff any day. Granted, this isn't very articulate once it's on, but that might actually be better because the Hobby Boss stuff, as soon as I started painting it, it just started clogging up and so on and so forth. So I'll take the plastic over that any day. And here's more of it, which again, it looks good to me. I will take it. I'll take it all day long. If nothing else, this kit is worth just the fact that this comes in plastic. Here's some of the turret basket parts, or turret basket rails. Not bad. Again, I'm not seeing anything really popping out at me here, for better or for worse. Wheels, suspension, so on and so forth. Not bad looking. 4 of the same sprues, which is a little bit much maybe, but who knows. Alright, let's take some of these, check out some of these smaller sprues here. Are you broken off, or are you just supposed to be flying around on here? Anyways, I don't know whether this broke off of something, or no, I guess it didn't. So here's a portion of the MG that's just loose in here, like this. I thought it originally broke off the sprue, but the fact that it's got a hole in there for the barrel, it just means that one of these barrels goes in there, slots in there. So that's actually a pretty decent design. I like that. And there is an, okay, so there is an ammo belt with this. I was afraid that there wouldn't be an ammo belt with this, so it wouldn't look as as cool without it like the Hobby Boss did, because the Hobby Boss one did have ammo belts with them put in, but it does, so we're good. Here's the clear parts for a tank. I mean, again, I don't really see that much of a purpose for clear parts on a tank, but that's just me. So I'm never really too concerned about how crisp they are, or how clean they are, you know? Okay, so this, I think, not polycaps. I mean, this goes together perfectly. There's nothing wrong with the fit on this at all. Here's my problem, and yeah. I don't want to bring another kit into this review because, well, you know what, I might have to. The anti-skid surface on this, the anti-slip surface on this is very, very fine at best, mediocre at worst. Meaning it's too fine to really look like what it's supposed to look like. I don't know how well you guys can see that, or if at all. It's just not very, it's not very pronounced, so there's going to be have to go over this with something like very fine sand maybe, or something or other once I'm building this to really improve it. Now, as much as I don't want to bring another kit into this, I just want to show you guys a comparison. This is the Hobby Boss that I'm in the process of painting this right now. This is the Hobby Boss version of the Mark III. You see how nicely pronounced the detail on this Hobby Boss one is? On the anti-skid surface. Granted, this is a Mark III, this is a Mark IV, so there is a difference there. This, on the other hand, is so incredibly fine that it's just going to be hard to see, in other words. So I think that's probably going to be the biggest letdown of this kit. Granted, I was talking about the ball and chain earlier. This is the ball and chain on the Hobby Boss one that was PE, which was a complete nightmare to attach to begin with. Now, once I attached it and primed this and started painting it, it started drying in all kinds of weird ways, and it's just, yeah, this thing's a mess. Like, it tangled itself, and it's some of these pieces are a mess. So, good thing about the Meng kit is the ball and chain, but again, I'm going to show you guys the anti-skid on the hull here too, so you have something to compare it to. This is the Hobby Boss one. Again, I feel like, as much as I hate to say it, I feel like Hobby Boss might actually have a leg up on the Merkava over Meng on this one. Meng is actually one of my favorite manufacturers, but I don't know. Let's take a look. Yeah. Might have to check more Hobby Boss kits out, because, yeah, comparatively speaking, the Merkava, the Hobby Boss Merkava is actually superior to this, because this is just I don't think this will hold up to between priming and painting and so on and so forth. Like, you won't be able to tell what this is. It's just too fine. Like, you can barely tell what it is now, even. I mean, there's texture on it, it's just not enough. So, I mean, overall, it's still a wonderful kit, and here's some idlers. It's a wonderful kit, don't get me wrong. I mean, Meng makes a quality product regardless. But I feel like that's an opportunity missed with this anti-skid stuff, because it's such a big part of what makes a Merkava a Merkava. I mean, other than, you know, the shape of the turd and stuff and whatnot, but the anti-skid Yeah, it's such a big part of when was this? 2017, so this is a fairly new kit. Thinking maybe the Hobby Boss one is, no, the Hobby Boss is like from 2013 or something or other, so again, yeah, it's a little disappointing, I think, but it's still a wonderful kit, don't get me wrong. I'm pretty sure this is the only Mark IV with trophy that's on the market right now, so I mean, that's another selling point, obviously, that I'm pretty sure this is the only Mark IV on the market right now with trophy, with the trophy active protection system. Other than that, if you're not specifically looking for a Mark IVM, take a look at Hobby Boss instead. Granted, ball and chain sucks on it. I know this is much better for the ball and chain. The anti-skid, and I'm making sure that this actually has anti-skid on it, because I'd be making a jackass out of myself if it doesn't, but it does. The anti-skid on this, how very, very under-detailed it is a little bit of a turn-off for me, but that just might be me. I don't know. Judge for yourself, and hopefully I provide enough information for you guys on this to make that decision. But anyhow, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you, as always. Sub if you like, hit that like button if you like, or that dislike button if you don't like, and until next time, thanks guys.